Hello guys and welcome back. Today we will be revisiting and looking at what people voted in the upcoming season for both the Transmog and the Tiersets. So we'll just be starting off right away, going with Death Knight, who will be getting this set, which is from season 3. It looks probably the best set they have had in a long time. So all of the votes has been concluded. And this is going to be the Transmog, and their tier set is going to be from Season 2. So Heartstrike and Blood Boil, they'll deal 10% increased damage and has a 5% chance to grant Vampiric Blood for 5 seconds. And the 4 set, when you would gain Vampiric Blood, you are infused with Vampiric Strength, granting 10% strength over 5 seconds. Your Heartstrike Blood Boil extend the duration by half a second. This was an extremely strong tier set for the Blood DKs. This, paired with some items from the new season, Blood DK is looking really strong. Frost is going to be getting their Season 2 set too, which is 2 set. Howling Blast damage increased by 10%, Consuming Rime increased the damage of an Frostworm Fury by 4%, stacking for 10 times. Pillars of Frost calls Frostworm's Fury at 25% effectiveness that cannot freeze enemies, and the 4 set Frostworm's Fury causes enemies to take 20% increased damage from your crit strikes for 12 seconds, and they'll still be getting the same transmog. So, I mean, I hope it's going to help Frost DK. Right now in Season 3, Frost is not the best, and they're just kind of clinging on there, so hopefully this is going to be enough for them to get back. Unholy. Unholy will be keeping the Season 3 set, which is Apocalypse, summon an additional Mage of the Dead. Your Magus of the Dead Shadow Bolts now is a volley. And the 4 set, each rune you spend increases the duration of your active Magi by half a second, and your Magi will also cast Amplify damage, increasing the damage you deal by 5% for 10 seconds. So right now Unholy Death Knight are extremely strong and they're fun to play, and it's just going to be good. So also taking all of this and remembering that we're probably going to be extending and keeping the legendary from Season 3. So Unholy still looking really strong. Demon Hunter. They're going to be keeping their Season 3 tier sets appearance, which is kind of sad because from the neck down it looks really cool, but the headpiece is so ugly. Havoc will be keeping their Season 3, which is Blade Dance, throws out Throw Glaive on your primary target, and each slash has a 50% chance to throw Glaive at an enemy. So this also means that something like a Havoc Demon Hunter plus the items from the season, something like the Warglaive from Not Good Offensive, Storm Slash, and a bunch of the items coming back, like Grief Torch or Boon. It kind of means that Demon Hunter are probably going to still be looking extremely strong in the next season. Vengeance. Vengeance will also be keeping their Season 3 tier set. When you attack a target afflicted by Sigil Flame, your damage and healing is increased, stacking, and Sigil Flame periodic damage has a chance to flare up, shattering soul fragments. Each 40 fury you spend reduces its cooldown by 1 second. So once again, same story. Vengeance is also going to be extremely strong coming into Season 4. Druids. So the Druids are going to be getting their Season 2 Transmog, which was nice. I mean, it looked pretty good on most classes or most races. Balance will be getting their Season 1 tier set. This is from when the Dragonflight dungeons were current and the first season. So Starshine Starfall increase the damage of the next Wrath or Starfire by 20%, stacking 3 times. When you eclipse, your next Starset Starfall costs 5 less astral power and deal 20% increased damage. It was extremely strong. So if you're pairing this with the upcoming items and hopefully a lot of tuning, Balance druids are probably going to be pretty good again. So, next one, Feral. Feral will be keeping their Season 3 set, which is the Feral Frenzy. Grant Smoldering Frenzy, increase all damage you do by 20% for 8 seconds. And Feral Frenzy cooldown reduction. Enemies burn for 10%, you deal as fire over the duration. So, once again, Feral probably going to be dominant in raid single target. But we can only hope and we can only wait. Sorry about that. Guardian Druid. Guardian Druid will be getting their Season 2 tier set back. This change, plus the items they're going to be getting back, and the new items from the current raid, something like the two-handed polearm from Farak, means Guardian Druids are probably going to be dominant. Season 2 set for Guardian was, when you take damage, Mangle and Thrash damage and Rage regeneration are increased by 15% for 8 seconds, and you heal for 6% of damage taken over 8 seconds. And the 4 set, Raise Maul, damage increased by 20%, and casting Iron Fur or Raise Maul increase your maximum HP by 3% for 12 seconds, stacking 5 times. Their Season 2 tier set was kind of part of why Guardian Druid was in the Exodia comp and why it was the God tier tank back then. So it will be getting that back. If it's going to be nerfed or maybe slightly altered, we don't know anything about that yet. Next one, Restoration. So Resto is going to be keeping this Season 3 set, which is the Grove Guardian build. You and your Grove Guardian's nourishes now heal 2 additional allies, consuming clear cast, causing your regrowth to also cast nourish onto nearby injured allies. So, Resto Druid right now is probably one of the strongest M+ healers. In raid, it's not that good. I mean, they can heal, but no. This is going to be primarily focused on the Mythic Plus, I think. Next one is going to be Evoker. So Evoker is going to be regaining their Transmog from Season 1. It was decent. I don't really think Evokers are that pretty to look at. Augmentation will be keeping their Season 3 set. Every third prescience lasts 100% longer. Casting prescience enhances your next eruption with smaller fissures, dealing extra damage and extending weapon might. It's going to be the same as they are right now. They're decent, not really used for pushing like rank 1 keys, but they're decent and it's actually pretty balanced for them right now. Devastation. Devastation will be getting back their Season 2 set, which is going to be the volcanic damage increase. The volcanic damage over 8 seconds from Disintegrating Pyre. So this one was actually extremely strong. And empowered spells deal 8% increased damage, causing your obsidian shard to blaze with power, dealing 200% more damage for 5 seconds. This one, plus, I mean, addition if they get the ability to upgrade the legendary, or even just keep the staff from the first raid tier, that's going to be massive, and probably going to be extremely fun. Preservation Evoker. So, Preservation Evoker is going to be getting their Season 1 tier set back, which is Empower Spells increase Revision Healing. Revision Healing has a chance to cause your next Living Flame to cast instantly and deal 20% increased damage, stacking 2 times. This one was from Season 1. Season 1 Preservation Evoker were extremely strong. They were so dominant in the healing meters. No one could even come close. So people are remembering, oh, Preservation Evoker Season 1, they were so extremely strong. Let's get that tier set. But what people don't really remember is that the revision healing back then was not nerfed. So it was extremely strong. Revision healing and the entire Preservation healing output was giga nerfed by the end of Season 1. So they still have all the nerfs. and that will not be revisited or like removed. So yes, they're going to keep a strong tier set from season 1, but that also means that it's going to be way worse than it was in season 1. A lot of people are hoping Preservation Evoker is going to get back with this. Hopefully they could regain some justice for Mythic Plus healing as a Preservation Evoker, but with all the nerfs they got back then and really ruined them for season 2, I don't think this is the right call. They should have probably just gotten the season 2. But hey, that's just going to, yeah, that's just how it is.